All right, I'm live. Winter clothes. I got winter clothes and stuff all over the place here. I don't know why I don't do this before I go live. Man, I'm just hanging out, and man, I've been burning midnight oil, as they say. Just wanted to get this documented. So here it is, man. Here that the archangels. There's see that? Pretty much, I got a little bit of detail down here to do, but trust me, man, it's pretty much there. I all day today. I'm just repenciling this because I wanted to fit the ship in here. I wanted basically, I guess it's called like a mosaic or something. Uh, but man, I think it looks pretty tight so far. The archangels, there's the arc right there. Pretty tight. There's the the team of three. It's basically a team. It's a team comic. I'm already starting to detail down in here. I have here. Let me show you. It's gonna look something like this. Look at that. See that? Look a lot like that. This was like one attempt, and then like, oh man, you have no idea. So I I got this all done. I got this done. Wait, how did it? I forgot exactly how it went, man. Like, oh yeah, when I went to start throwing in the ship, I was like, okay, I got this all done, and then I was like, I'm gonna throw the ship in now, and I started inking it too because I figured, okay, it's gonna work. And and then I realized like there I had to take these two guys' heads and lower them so I could fit the ship in, and I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me! So I had to start again. So if you look, their heads are a little lower now, so that I can fit more detail from the ship in and make the ship bigger. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to, you know, is. So it's basically pretty much there. Thank God. I just want this to be, I'm not going to release an Indiegogo that's half-ass. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't half-ass things. All right. I've never been known for half-assing things. I'm never going to be known for it. And so as I go, I'm just like, no, this has got to be perfect. It's got to be, it's got to be it's got to be pretty tight. You're competing against, when if you're releasing your own comic book, you're competing against a lot of really good artists, and I think I can hold my own. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the truth. It's not the buy this comic. I was at my father's house the other day because I'm a family guy and I don't hate my parents like a lot of people do. But and my father my father's such a common sense guy, man. And I'm like, Dad, check this out, man. Check this comic page out. And I'm like, bam, and I'm like, I can imagine. I was like, like, and, I showed him all the, I showed him the thing. Everybody thinks this is sick that I've shown this to. They're like, dude, that is sick. So, and I said to my father, I said, I could absolutely imagine like walking into a comic book store and taking a comic book off the shelf from one of the companies out there and opening it up and seeing like this on the splash on the opening page. And my father says to me, "Yeah, but would would you buy it?" I was like, "Oh, snap!" And I might not. actually, you know what? I might pick this out and it'd be like, oh, that's pretty sick, man. That's pretty tight. But then I'd be like, oh well, and I'd go on to the next thing. Except if I read a few couple pages of it and I saw the storyline that I'm gonna write. The storyline is really like, of course, comic books are visual, so you want good artwork. You know what I mean? If you don't, I mean, I guess there's always exceptions to the rule. Teenage Mutant. Uh, they broke all the rules. They made more money than anybody with horrible art, but it's just they had such a good. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was such a good idea. Either that or they just signed, sold their souls to the devil. I don't know, one or the other. Maybe that's what it was. But the point is it would be the storyline. If I flip through the pages and just skim the storyline of this comic book, I would be like, I'm taking this. I'm buying this comic book because the storyline in this is really, to me, what's the artwork's pretty cool too. Okay, but like any one of my friends or family that saw this sitting next to like David Finch would be like, no, Stuart, yours is cool, but David Finch's is fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get better. I'm already getting better. I mean, if anything, I mean, look at way. So basically, uh, what basically, yeah, it's pretty much the storyline that would really sell me on this comic book. And that's why I would purchase this comic book. So there it is, the new cover. I'm gonna, I just wanted to make sure it was, look at that. That looks tight. Just the composition and everything. I cut it close. Man, I almost had, I almost had to redo it again. There's not a whole lot. It's basically 3/4 of an inch or so, 3/4 of an inch from the top and the bottom. Very close, very close. So, but I think it's gonna make it, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool. I want to keep it white. I don't want to. I don't want to do a black background. I want to do a white cover. Uh, yeah, white cover with maybe thick blacked out outlined lettering. You know what I mean? But white also, and then with just kind of make fade the art, just have the artwork kind of fade out somehow into the white, you know what I mean? So we'll see if I can manage to do that, like I'll have to break up the lines, here and there, and not it's like I'll have to be careful with the blacks and everything, but I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. But there it is. Or I might just do a all black cover. You know what I mean? And I don't like it white, and then I'll just fill in the background black. But either way, I'm so glad that I'm so glad that I found this is pretty much done. Pretty much done. It's like 4:30. You're probably just waking up. I'm just going unless you've been up all night too. I'm just I'm basically going to bed. God. I see a little something on here I want to fix. I'll worry about it later. Well, not fix, but add, actually. Oh, it's not working. So, anyway, I just wanted to show that. I'm just hanging out. It's late at night or early in the morning, however you want to look at it. This I don't really need it. I don't know if I'm going to bed yet. I might start inking it now. Well, I might finish the pencils, the finish up the pencils the little bit left that needs to be done and start, and then I'm just kind of taking a break right now. This is one of my toys I bought for reference for militia guys because there's going to be militia, and so it's always good to have reference. You know what I mean? This guy is very posable, so hopefully I haven't even taken him out of the package yet. It's pretty tight looking though, don't you think? I think this guy's pretty tight looking. You get down on the floor. Put your hands where I can see them. Yeah, this pretty it looks pretty posable. Maybe I should take this out right now. I'm gonna be using it. I don't think I've showed this yet, but I got this Iron Man that I got. Look at that baby. Reference. Although it's cool to have, you know, I'm not much of a collector. I don't really have a lot of money to be. Look at that. Put his hand more. Getting ready to use his repulsor rays or whatever. Look at that. Ciao. So there's Iron Man. Yeah, I'm just getting these here. I better not. I got a pair of scissors around here. Box cutter in here. Oh, here we go. Scissors. All right. Take this guy out of the package. All right. Well, Mr. Militia Guy has come to save the day. And these things. What in the hell is this? I'm afraid to yank on those because I don't know how they're connected. Interesting. It's like Christmas and I got a new toy. I can't wait to start drawing the militia guys. This is gonna help me a lot. Somehow, why would you do that? Okay, yeah, I can just. All right, I wasn't sure if I could just yank these out. I mean, I thought I could, but I don't want to assume anything anymore. So there we go. Yeah, this dude's pretty tight. Very posable. I mean, you know, posable enough. I mean, not bad, not bad. Could be a little, you know, I wish he was a little more posable. Like, I can't really swivel his legs left and right, but good enough, man. Sure. Can I get the gun in his hand? Can I get the gun in his hand? How come he doesn't have a pistol? Poor guy. Sending him in the battle with no pistol. What? What? Unacceptable. Should have a pistol. You know what I'm saying? Should always have a pistol. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna use for when I gotta draw. Like, this is just gonna help me draw like hordes of militia guys running around in battles to get I can't might not be able to get the exact pose, but I can get close enough to it. Better than looking up pictures on the internet. So if this gun doesn't fit in his hand, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed. It's like, why bother having a gun? What's the gun for? Just for looks. Doesn't look like the gun fits in his hands. Oh man. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Looks like if I force it, it will go in there, but I'm just afraid to force it. I'm gonna break it. If I do get it in there, it's not gonna go anywhere. I'll tell you that much. It's gonna stay in there. Oh, I got it. It does. All right. Yeah. Good. You can. What is that? Don't bite him, Bronson. It's pretty tight looking. Bronson, come on. Go chill. Bronson, go lay down, man. Go lay down. Yeah. Oh, it does, that's actually not bad. Now here's the issue. I can't get both. I can't get both. He's like one handing it. Can't get both hands on there. I don't think. Nope. Oh well. Oh well. I didn't think of that, but either way, it'll still help me. But still better than nothing for like helmet positions. I'm pretty good at you know improvising. I'll be able to. I'll be able to get around that. This is better. Still better. Pretty tight. And I have a couple other little action figures around. I shouldn't be. This thing cost me $150. I should not have this sitting on the couch with me. This is like one of those Japanese, like super, like this is super posable. Oh, and yeah, it's got little moving parts on it, like even these like flaps move up and down. It's got detach. It's got open hands. It's got fists. Uh, it's man, this thing's got like blaster things that come out of the bottom of the boots and everything, dude. I just don't want to touch it too much because it's actually pretty heavy. You wouldn't. So it feels pretty quality, but at the same time, it's just this or lose parts to it. But yeah, that's a great Iron Man. That is a great Iron Man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. $150 this cost me. But I'm looking at it and just, man, what good reference for armor. Look at that. I can start looking at this for armor. Oop, his boot is way up there. His toes are broken. Hey, bro, your toes are broke, bro. Tony, what happened to your foot? Anyway, so there's that. It's pretty tight looking though. I love it. All right, cool. So there's my reference. Almost worth the $150. All right. Well, I got to get to work. I'm just taking a break. Thanks for joining me, the two people that are in here. I gotta work for at least another hour or two before I crash. Maybe more. Can't wait to start the next page after that. I have a lot of work to do. I was hoping to have it done by this last weekend, but like I said, as I go along, I'm like, nope, not good enough. Got to change this. Nope, not good enough. Got to change that. Making your own comic book is a lot of work. A lot of work. And look, I don't want to say the more you do it, the better you get, because if you don't follow certain principles, you won't get. Hang on. All right. Yeah. I mean that. I mean, uh, if you follow certain principles, then yes, the more you do it. But if you have no idea what you're doing, you can practice 1,000 hours. You can just draw constantly. You're not going to get any better. Like there are certain principles that you have to follow. You can bend them a little, and basically how you apply those principles, how good you are at it, and your mistakes kind of determine your style. But there's certain principles you have to follow. You can do it, but so this whole thing about like, oh, just keep drawing and you'll get better. No, not necessarily. Not if you don't know what you're doing. Not if you don't know what you're doing. I didn't arrive at like this page. I didn't arrive at this page by accident. You know what I mean? There was some experimentation, you know what I mean, and choices that I made, that some of them didn't work out, so I had to redo it. But basically, I'm now. Uh, oh, what I was going to say is I went through hours of watching YouTube tutorials of people drawing, like uh, Dave Finch. I watched Jimmy Reyes Inc. Who else, man, do I watch? Todd Knock. Todd Knock is a real for. Let me tell you something. Todd Knock is a really good source. That's Knock is Nauck, I think. I think he's an East Coaster too. Maybe not. He might be in. I can't remember. Is he in California too? He might be in California too. I can't remember. But uh, he he's a really good source, and you don't hear much about Todd Knock, but he's a really good source to watch. Just go if you want to, especially for coloring, with like Copics, and he uses just about everything. Copic markers. I think he uses colored pencils and all kinds of stuff. But um, yeah, I arrived at this from watching hundreds of hours of YouTube tutorials of people giving Robert Marzullo, Brian Proctor. I'm just naming some of the source resources that I regularly go to. Well, oh, Richard Friends, Ethan Van Sciver has some live drawing. I watch a lot of Gary Shipman. I mean, yeah, and if you look at my art, you can go back and watch my artwork progress. Uh, the original concepts for this to to now, basically. So I got to get back to work. I'm gathering a mess around me. A mess is starting to manifest. Trying to keep things fairly clean. I don't want to set this artwork down on anything, so I'm just gonna say goodbye and thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Kingdom Comics.